What's good, BitRushers? I'm DeFi Brains, and you're watching BitRush Crypto for another weekly edition of NFT News. Every week we go through the latest and greatest top news in the NFT and Web3 space. If you guys are interested in viewing all that content every single week, make sure you're subbed to my channel, bell on to be notified. And if you're enjoying the content, go ahead and tap on that thumbs up button and leave me a comment below. It should also be noted that all of the articles will be linked in the description below, as well as all my social media. So if you guys need any extra access, go ahead and find it down there. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. And it should also be noted that if you guys are interested in creating your own NFT project and you'd like a little bit of help, we have lots of great resources over at ABRAXAS DAO. So you guys can follow us on Twitter at ABRAXAS_DAO. You can also join up the Discord if you want access to a bunch of resources and chat with other NFT creators and people in the Web3 NFT community who buy, sell, and trade at discord.gg/ABRAXAS. Hope to see you guys in there. So today's first news that we're going to cover is Chipotle is now accepting cryptocurrency payments at US locations. So technically this isn't NFT news, however it is Web3. And we have fast casual chain Chipotle Mexican Grill has begun accepting cryptocurrency payments through Plexa, a digital platform. Customers can pay for their burritos and other Tex-Mex favorites using Flexa at any Chipotle restaurant across the US. Flexa supports 98 digital currencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Customers must download the Gemini or Spedin app, which stores digital assets for the use of Flexa in-store purchases. To celebrate the new payment option, Chipotle is also giving 10% off to their customers. So if you guys enjoy Chipotle, go ahead and buy some with some crypto. And back to actual NFT news here, we do have a former OpenSea employee charged with the first ever count of NFT insider trading. Okay, so obviously not the best news for the NFT space, but actually if you think about it, even though it's a little bit of negative news, it actually is really good to see something like this happening, because this will prevent other scammers, spammers, insider traders from doing stuff like this. If they see there are real world consequences, we want to build up the NFT space and the Web3 space. So, kind of nipping this stuff in the bud will only benefit the space long term. We do have on Monday, it was reported that prosecutors in Manhattan are charged with former product manager at OpenSea for insider trading, making the start of the first ever insider trading case involving digital assets. NFTs might be new, but this type of criminal scheme is not, U.S. attorney says. In a statement, today's charges demonstrate the commitment of this office to stamping out insider trading, whether it occurs on the stock market or on the blockchain. 31-year-old employee is accused of buying 45 NFTs on 11 different occasions based on confidential information. Prosecutors say that he selected which projects to feature for his own benefit and sold the NFTs shortly after they became available. Chasten reportedly ran the scheme from anonymous digital currency wallets and accounts to avoid detection. When we learned of his behavior, we initiated an investigation and ultimately asked him to leave the company, said an OpenSea in a statement. His behavior was in violation of our employee policies and in direct conflict with our core values and principles. So this is also interesting because it appears that he wouldn't have been caught unless OpenSea found out. So it was their platform. Obviously, they found out. They didn't like that. They don't want, the bad news about them and their employees. So they're the ones, it seems like, that actually asked him to leave and possibly even turned him in. Very interesting all around that this guy was, in a position of power like that, and he was abusing that power to benefit for himself. I'm sure he was already getting paid a pretty penny as it is, and he could have easily just, been a normal NFT user or whatever, followed their policies and done things the right way, and he chose to just make a quick buck and, kind of basically scam people. And it says right here that he did plead not guilty to wire fraud and money laundering, both which carry sentences of up to 20 years in prison. His lawyer says in a release statement saying, when all the facts are known, we're confident he will be exonerated. Just looking at this, I don't see how they're getting them with money laundering. Like, that's a completely different thing. If you're doing insider trading, that's one thing, but money laundering is something, completely different. I don't understand how those two, coincide unless he was trying to launder the money as well in addition to that. But definitely the wire fraud and the insider trading, most likely they're going to get him on that if, OpenSea has evidence that he was doing that. And I do believe from what we've seen right here that they'll probably cooperate with the authorities and turn in any evidence that they have against their former employee. So not looking good for him. But as I said, things like this, it's bad in general, kind of, bad look for the space, but at the same time it is good to kind of have this stuff be nipped in the bud just to start out. We're still very early stages of Web3 and NFTs, so if people start getting prosecuted, it will hopefully prevent other people from doing these type of scams in the future. Next up, we have Warner Brothers and Nifty's to launch Looney Tunes story bolstered by NFTs. So on Thursday, Warner Brothers announced to be collaborating with the non-fungible token-focused social media platform Nifty's, and at the end of June, two firms will launch a story-driven NFT collection called Looney Tunes What's Up Block, kind of a play on What's Up Doc, Bugs Bunny saying there. The upcoming NFTs will tell a unique Looney Tunes storyline and will also celebrate the character's Tweety's 80th anniversary. So unique Looney Tunes-based blockchain program will leverage non-fungible tokens to tell a story according to the American film and entertainment company Warner Brothers and the NFT-centric social media firm Nifty's. Warner Brothers says that it's celebrating with Nifty's again in order to release the NFT compilation called Looney Tunes What's Up Block. According to the announcement, the NFTs will be used to create a fresh narrative for the Looney Tunes franchise via a storytelling experience. Looney Tunes is an animated short film series which launched by Warner Brothers in the 1930s. The cartoon features well-known animated characters such as Bugs Bunny, Porky the Pig, Daffy Duck, Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner, Sylvester, Tweety, Foghorn Leghorn, Marvin the Martian, and Tasmanian Devil. Warner Brothers details the NFT program will allow Looney Tunes fans to participate in fun activities and games as the story unfolds, both digital and in real life, while earning rewards and benefiting along the way. So if you guys grew up in, the 80s or 90s, these guys were a big part of your childhood. I know every single Saturday morning we used to watch cartoons, and Looney Tunes were a big part of that Saturday cartoon experience. So if you guys grow up, back then like I did, you probably love all these characters, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they have to offer in terms of new storytelling and, bringing it into the NFT space. Warner Brothers is a huge brand, so I'm sure these guys are going to do it big and do it well. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have to offer. And definitely love the little Tweety Bird here, 80th anniversary. Congratulations, happy birthday there, Tweety Bird. And just looking forward to seeing what these guys bring to the table. And next up in the news, we have Kanye West trademarks Yeezus for potential NFT debut. And we're going to go through the key takeaways here. It says Kanye West has filed 17 new trademark applications for his Yeezus brand, including one that specifically covers non-fungible tokens. The 16 other applications cover a wide range of uses, including amusement parks, physical and online retail stores, and even sporting equipment. The recent filings appear to mark a turnaround from West's previous stance on non-fungible tokens. And the actual article here just kind of goes through all of that stuff that we just said. Basically, the application dated May 27th seeks to secure Yeezus trademark for the use in providing an online marketplace for buyers of cryptocurrency, digital collectibles, and blockchain-based non-fungible collectibles, assets, currencies, and tokens. The 16 other applications concerning the Yeezus logo cover a wide range of uses, such as amusement parks, physical online retail stores, clothing, games, sporting equipment, cosmetics. And they're basically saying that he kind of like turned around his stance here, that right here he said like he's interested in building real products in the real world. However, at the end of the statement said, "Ask me later," indicating he wasn't completely closed off of the idea of launching NFTs in the future. I just want to say that a lot of people, when NFTs and Web3 first came out, didn't really understand it. So if you don't understand that Web3 is going to replace Web2 because the technology is better, then you might think it's just a scam, or you see these things like we saw earlier with OpenSea and people don't want to be involved in that type of stuff. But as you learn more about the technology, you'll understand that Web3 is the future, guys, and NFTs are a huge part of that. So I think you're going to see a lot of these type of early people that came out and were against NFTs in the beginning, definitely changing their stance as they learn more about the technology and the future potential that Web3 and NFT brings to the table. We do have like the Yeezys, shoes with Adidas, and he's a musician, and there's a lot of cool stuff happening in the music space with NFTs. So I think there's a ton of potential, not to mention all the other stuff that he's filing applications for, such as like amusement parks and stuff. There could be ticketing. There's just so many uses for Web3 and NFTs that I think, Kanye West is smart to trademark his brand here in the metaverse. And I definitely think in the future you'll see some stuff from him, along with many other artists who initially were against NFTs. And on that note, there's nothing wrong with changing your mind. As you become more educated in different things, you learn more, you understand it more. There's nothing wrong with changing your mind and, deciding to do something different than you had initially said. I feel like some people just get stuck in their ways, or if they don't understand something or whatever, and they're like, no, I'm not doing it. And then they're just going to hold to their word and never do anything in the future. That's kind of dumb in my opinion. And Kanye West, we know he's pretty smart. So definitely, look forward to seeing some stuff from him, and good job on changing your mind. And finally, to round out the news for the week, we do have the WWE announces the first NFT collection for the WWE Moonsault. I'd covered in the past that they were launching this program, the Moonsault, which is going to host NFTs for the WWE, and it looks like they're finally ready to launch their very first NFT project here. And it says WWE announced their first NFT collection on their marketplace, Moonsault. Moonsault will debut with its first NFT collection on Friday, June 3rd. So I guess it's already happened here, but it says the marketplace launch was announced by WWE Senior Vice President and Head of Revenue Strategies and Development and Blockchain Creative Lab CEO. The limited edition collection is linked to the Sunday's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. According to the below press release, the collection will include 10,000 NFT flips, and after Hell in a Cell, each flip will transform into a 10 to 20 second video highlight of a featured superstar. The NFT flips will be sold on the Moonsault in cases of 3, which cost $30 per case. So I like how it's a very low entry price here, guys, and it looks like the event is actually tonight. So if you guys are seeing this tomorrow when I launch it, you'll still be able to get them. They will be revealed at that point, but then you'll be able to actually snipe the ones you want. And I like how they're doing this. They're basically immortalizing on the blockchain certain moments in time from their special event, which is a cool way to do it. I'm not sure about the number of 10,000 because that's like a full collection, but we'll see how well it does here. They might have been better off starting with a smaller number, in my opinion, and making them more like, collectible and rare, harder to get. But it is the WWE. They are a huge brand with a ton of followers and fans, so we'll see how this goes. Definitely looking forward to seeing what they bring to the table. And I like, again, that they're going to do like 10 to 20 second clips of the events. Maybe somebody jumping off a ladder or getting slammed into a cage, or even like an entry where they're coming in and cheering and all that kind of stuff. I think would be cool. Maybe different things, someone getting hit with a chair. I don't know, all kinds of crazy NFT possibilities with the WWE here. So really cool to see stuff coming from this brand. As I mentioned earlier, more and more brands are only going to continue to get in, as Web3 and NFTs are the future of the internet. So again, guys, thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for watching my weekly NFT news. If you enjoy it, we do this every single Monday, so go ahead and sub to the channel, bell on to be notified. We also have lots of other great content. You can see how-tos, focusing on a lot of stuff on how to help different creators do different stuff, how to create NFT comic books, how to launch and deploy an NFT smart contract of your own. So if you're a creator, an artist, a storyteller, you're interested in getting in NFTs, definitely check out my channel. I also have lots of great stuff on like altcoins and different DeFi platforms and protocols, all kinds of good stuff here in general, interviews with different NFT creators. So hopefully you guys are enjoying my content. If so, again, tap on that thumbs up, share it on social media. Links in the description below. Make sure you follow me on social media. Happy crypto, and let's keep getting those NFTs.